This is Stacy with the Fat Karateka, and I am here with Brett from All Star Karate. Brett, what's your rank again?
I received my third dan last year while I was in Okinawa with Mr. Kramer.
Shut up, you got promoted there?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I didn't know that. Okay. And what I find really interesting about Brett is one of the roles that black belts have is that they teach the Q levels, and he is also in college to become a teacher. Right?
Yes.
So first things first, let's get the little stuff out of the way. Where are you a student?
I am a student at St. Charles Community College, but I actually was supposed to graduate today, but instead I went to a karate tournament. And I will be transferring to Lindenwood University in the fall.
Okay. Any idea what you're going to teach?
I want to be an English teacher.
All right, so how did this interest in teaching start? Was it because of what you were doing as a black belt, or?
Yes, actually, at our school, we start teaching very young. I think I was maybe 11 when I started to help out with classes, when I started to lead exercises and do all those sorts of things. We always have our higher ranks teach younger ranks, whether it's a yellow belt teaching a white belt, an orange belt teaching a yellow belt, or a black belt teaching a white belt. The best way to learn is by teaching. So we teach, everybody teaches. I started to have my own class, started to run my own class about maybe 6 years ago, and that's what I love to do. I like being able to help people. I like being able to see them succeed and trying to figure out what they need to do to succeed. Yeah.
So this puts you at a small advantage over your classmates then when you go to do your student teaching, right?
I hope so. I did a little bit of student teaching this past semester and was told by my teacher that I have better classroom management than she does, which was nice. But it was a change of pace. Everyone sitting in desks and not being able to jump around and move around and hit kids.
So once you get your degree and you're ready to teach, are you going to stay here in the States or are you going to go abroad and teach?
I think I would like to stay in the States for the most part. Maybe a few semesters, a few years abroad would be fun. When we went to Japan last year, it was always a challenge to be able to talk to people, but I actually met someone over there that is from Texas, actually, and she teaches English over there to a few kids. I also have contacts in Denmark, Master Lars Anderson, and I thought about teaching English there a little bit too. I would probably just stay in the States, but going abroad is never out of the question.
Well, that brings me to how many countries have you gotten to visit?
I have actually only been to Japan. We went to Okinawa last year. That's the only foreign country I've ever been to. I'm hoping in the next few years to make it back to Japan and also make it up to Canada on the NASCA circuit and possibly over to Ireland for the Irish Open next year. I'll also be trying out for the WK USA team in June. And hopefully if I make that, I'll be able to go to Scotland next October. That is basically Team USA. It's the WK is the World Karate Association, and they have a world tournament every year. WK team is made up of the best martial artists in the country.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that either. That is so cool. So what's your favorite place to compete that you've been to?
Oh man, there's too many to count. I just love to compete. Um, Ken Eubanks used to run a tournament called Bluegrass, and John Sharkey runs it now. That's on the national circuit, and that is the funnest tournament of the year, I think, by far. It's a NASCAR tournament, and it's close to home, so we can normally get most of our school to go down, most of our competition team to go down, and that's a lot of fun. It's also fun to go up to Chicago. We go up to Chicago a lot and compete against those guys. Go down to Atlanta every year to Tony Young's tournament, and that's fun. Basically, anywhere you can go that there's good competition, that's fun.
So what makes it a good competition? Is it the people who show up, or is it the number of people who show up, or because like when you're in the senior women's division, there's like I think this was probably the biggest turnout I've ever been to. Like there was like 5 of us. I was ecstatic.
Yeah, it's both. Nobody wants to go out and compete against themselves, compete by themselves. So it's good. It's good to have a number of people, but you also want people that are potentially better than you to compete against, so you can push yourself. You learn a lot more from losing than from winning. I know that very well. I lost a lot when I was growing up. I still lose a lot. But from losing, you learn how to work hard, you learn perseverance, and you learn what everyone else is doing that's winning, that's working. And you try to aspire to that.
Speaking of winning, you won something today. It was a real pretty cup. And what was that for?
I won the Weapons and Forms Grand Champion today. And that was all the weapons, black belt, adults, winners, and all the forms, black belt, adult winners.
So how does that work? I've always seen it listed in schedules about the grand champions. I never really. Well, we usually leave before then because I'm hungry. So how does that work?
They take everyone who won first place from the whole day, from every division, and they compete against each other. And they run it just like a regular division, and whoever wins that is the grand champion.
Now, I think your weapon of choice today was an oar. It was literally like a paddle.
Yes.
First of all, where do you get one of these? Tell me it wasn't actually a marine shop. It was.
No.
Okay.
No. My oar I actually got from Century Martial Arts, and they have since quit making them. So I often get people going, "Hey, where'd you get that oar? Hey, can I get that?" No. That's mine. But it's traditionally called an eku, and it's basically an oar. The kata that I do with that is a modified bow form. The bow form was actually made up for tournaments, and we just changed some of the moves and put some more moves in where we go down and flip the sand up. If you have an oar, you'd be fighting on a beach, most likely.
Sense, yeah.
And that's a big traditional move with an oar kata. But yeah, it's just my kata that I do is just a modified bow form.